Time for kids to unwind, kind of decompress, and kind of take full advantage of being kids.
So, you know, for a lot of us, the summer free-for-all can really undo much of the intellectual growth that our kids make during the school year. So Dr. Don Shifrin's back with us this morning to talk about the importance of keeping our kids, the young intellects, engaged over the summer so they don't lose, they don't sort of backslide. Thanks for being here, Dr. Don.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, they do backslide if we don't sort of keep them engaged during the summer. So what do you recommend?
Well, they call it the summer slide.
Yep.
This is your brain on summer, and we love the deliciousness of summer, riding around, picnics, going on vacations. But there is actual research for 100 years now talking about the fact that kids do lose their academic skills, depending on grade and other things, during the summer. So how can we keep kids engaged? How can we keep kids, shall we say, reframing summer to have, let's say, a different look at being curious and learning?
Right, because when you say, hey, you got to read a book, it's like, Dad,
but they do have to read a book.
I know, that's why I'm asking Dr. Don for the insight. You're the pediatrician who's seen patients for 50 years. So how do you advise parents to deal with it?
Well, I think the main thing with parents is that everything starts at home, and this is not like bike riding. Remember, you're in school about 180 days a year, and you're actually out of school about half that time, about 90 days. So there is a loss that occurs, whether you ignore it or not, it's going to occur. So parents have to be good role models. And we talk about the 3 R's, remember the old 3 R's in the 50s and 60s, reading, writing, and arithmetic. There's lots of teachable moments that you can do that. Get your kids hooked on books. The King County Library System has a summer challenge. A great reference for all parents, commonsensemedia.org, has got great references. And there's a new thing now called getting kids hooked on books, where you read the book first from ages 4 and 5 all the way through teens, and then you see the movie associated with that book. Like if you're in 5th grade, you read Holes, then you go see the Holes movie or you rent it. So it's a great way to get kids hooked on the books as well. There's lots of reading challenges, and including using some technology for reading challenges. ParentMap.com has got a great website on Summer Slide. We call it the Summer Slide. So there's lots of references for parents in terms of reading. Again, there's no question, no matter how active you are, no matter whether you're on vacation or camping, you can read for 20 to 30 minutes a day with your youngster. And again, the psychosocial benefits of reading with youngsters are great. Arithmetic is everywhere.
Yeah.
If you're shooting free throws with your youngster, what's the percentage of free throws you made? Let's talk about that. Going to the store and counting produce. And cooking with your child and figuring out measurements is a great way to talk about math. And also the last one, of course, is writing. Get your kid to write. If you're keeping a daily journal, everybody gets a chance to write a day in the journal. Make scrapbooks. If you're on vacation, they can start looking about making Instagrams or Vimeos with you, including writing. Write relatives, send stamped postcards to camp. I know it's an old-fashioned thing, but again, it will get them to write for you. At least they will write 1 or 2 sentences. So there's lots of teachable moments that we can have to avoid this summertime slide and get kids actively involved in reframing it to be curious about learning and actually enjoy the learning process.
Okay, we're going to have this information online, but great information as always. Dr. Don Shifrin, our resident pediatrician. Good luck with your kids this summer from Sliding.
Thanks,
Take care.